Okay, guys, so that was traditional pulse width modulation, and that was traditional hard sync because this is doing it the hard sync way, and we're using a real pulse width modulation wavetable. You can find that in Hertz FM. It's called Hertz FM 21. There are different variations of the pulse width modulation, like steppy stuff and inverted pulse width and stuff like that. You'd have to grab it and check it out. It's very affordable, and there's going to be some really cool affordable bundle packages coming together called Underground Delivery. You'll probably be seeing that very soon, shortly. But let's talk about this box and close it out. Let's go over the tabs and kind of recap and discuss it. The box is hands-on, it's tactile. The modulation pathway is very direct. You're going to have to select it from different sources, like, again, oscillator, mod source 1, mod 1 control, mod 1 amount, mod 2 source, mod 2 amount. The best bet is to get the free document packet so I don't have to sound like a broken record, but it's cool to show and explain as opposed to someone reading, because there's different ways of learning, which why there are pictures and visual stuff too. So we look at the modulation sources. Everything's very direct. It's like modular connection. When we look at the LFOs, there's a couple hidden features or things that may be misunderstood. Let's go over them now. Talking about rate would be speed, shape would be selecting the type of shape that we would have. You cannot select saw, which we'll get into triangle and do symmetry, which make it asymmetric, and then you can make a saw wave. Quick reset by pressing tabs. That's a really cool feature. It's very easy and snappy. That's why I say it's the TV dinner of synthesizers. Pop it in the microwave, click, clack, boom. Pop a couple wavetables in, twist a couple knobs, instant gratification, instant results, and good ones at that. So let's talk about humanize. That is making the LFO not so robotic. Rate modulation source. It's velocity. I don't know. It's weird. You have to select a modulation source, which is off the list that you see on the screen. Then you have modulation amount for the rate. You have the level mod source, and that is just going to control it directly because there's no amount. Now, L1 range, let's talk about that. Normal is going to give you selection of 0.121 hertz all the way up to 15.400 hertz. We go to slow, we go to from 0.012 all the way up to 1.540. And fast from 0.45 all the way up to 61,600. So when selecting that, that's what that does for L1 range. Syncing the LFO cycles will make them not separate. So each time you press the key, it will sync with the cycling. Delay is going to mess with the start phase. Delay of 1 will actually be a start phase of 0 because these LFOs are running free. And LFO 2 will be affected by this delay 1. It will also start at the beginning of its phase. Attack and decay would be the delay of the LFO effect and the fading out of thereof. So something similar to the Blofeld. LFO 2 also has phase shift, where you can put the phase shift to all the way up to 180 degrees. So it would be shifting the phase. That would be nice if we could see what it's actually doing. And then L2 range, that's the same thing. Fast, normal, slow, the hertz values that we just talked about. Global LFO, you have to enable it. Rate does the same thing. Shape and symmetry, rinse, wash, repeat, as we said per the others. The only thing difference is the MIDI sync is on or off. You have MIDI sync to how many ever bars or note key signature steps of the LFO. And then humanize will make it less robotic. Now, I want to let you guys hear some more presets, and then I'm going to close this tape out, and we'll jump back on with some other stuff and probably the jam session. And I'd love to get these things to you guys online so you can mess around with it. Let's listen to some bells since this is an AM ring mod synth. Can't wait for the FM feature, though. That is going to be a blessing, sir. So let's listen. Watch your levels with your presets. It's very random. Try not to click. So that was ring mod. That was with a Sierpinski triangle octagon wavetable. There's a lot of free stuff that you guys can get, but I suggest to take a look at the others because then your synthesizer can behave in this manner. Hertz FM 13 Plus. We'll talk about another bell action. Ring mod sync. Yeah, the jam session is going to be official. This one sounds like a piano and a bell combined. This is also Hertz FM 13 Plus. DNA. You can download this for free and dial this in right away. Hertz FM piano drone. Check it out. It's like a music box. It's really cool. Hertz FM 13 Plus and the pulse width wave. Now let's look at the Sierpinski triangle octagon again with the pad. There's so many wavetables. That's why you guys have to actually dive in deep. This is more than the sandbox. We have the whole beach. So I suggest you take a gander because like the free stuff is a plethora, but you'll come to find that there's more. There's a treasure box. A lifetime's worth. 2-3 lifetimes worth. There's a lot of combinations. This tape's getting quite long. We'll jump back on and we'll talk about some stuff, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's do this again. I'll catch you.